Good afternoon. I apologize for not being able to make it to the event today. I'm very sorry. I am Calvin Robbins, a senior broadcast journalism student from Miami, Florida. And today I will be presenting the first episode to my podcast entitled Music Tech with Calvin Robbins. In this episode, me and my special guest will be helping producers choose which doll to start off with. I hope you enjoy. Let's get it, folks. What's going on? Welcome to Music Tech with Calvin Robbins. I'm your host, Calvin Robbins, and today we have a special guest in the studio with us. Please give it up for my good friend, all the way from Columbus, Ohio, Christopher O.C. Johnson.
What's up, man? I'm here today with my dog, Big Cal. Big Foe, as y'all know. Well, as I know, y'all know him by that. But we here to talk about these digital audio workspaces, aka DAWs, better known as DAWs.
All right. OC has recorded and created music using many digital audio workspaces, just like myself. And today, he will be helping me help you find the right DAW for those of you who want to join the music world. You ready to start?
Yeah, you already know.
All right, let's
stay ready. So you don't gotta get ready.
All right. First and foremost, we must make a disclaimer right now. There is not, I repeat, there is not a DAW that society deems the best as a whole. So this is not something that will have one solidified answer. For instance, I use FL Studios, and it is the easiest program for me to use because I learned how to make beats on that. OC, which DAW did you start out with, and which one do you enjoy using the most?
Well, just like you, I started out with FL Studio, and I have to say that I enjoy using it the most. However, I will say that GarageBand is the easiest of all the DAWs that I've worked with. And if GarageBand is the easiest, then I'd say Pro Tools is the hardest. Not necessarily because it's actually harder to do, but there's just more components within Pro Tools, so it makes for a more in-depth experience. Like you're doing more in Pro Tools as opposed to in GarageBand, you're doing less, but in the end, it's both the same. You can get whatever you're aiming for in either of them. But yeah, I'd say that my favorite is FL Studio because it's right in the middle of both.
True. So, ease of use plays an important role when deciding which program you're finna choose. So, what is your scheme for making music? Like, are you a big sampler? Do you play instruments through MIDI plugins? Or are you a click and melody type of guy?
I would probably say I'm more of a point and click type guy. That's basically what FL Studio is for the most part. Is just a lot of point and click. You can use MIDI plugins, but I'm just so used to the point and click now. It's second nature. But I do love sampling. Like, I absolutely love sampling. So I will say it's easier to mix the voices. Once you record your voice, it's easier to mix your voice on a beat without a sample, which is probably why I end up doing more point and click than more samples, because once you start trying to sample and then you have to mix the beat and mix your own voice that you recorded, you might run into some problems.
Money the most important thing on earth besides family and God, So affordability can be a problem for some who want to become a producer. What advice can you give to those who want the most bang for their buck?
Once you move on to actually thinking about paying for something, you have options. You have Logic Pro, and you have Pro Tools. Logic's probably about $200. Pro Tools is more expensive, but I said it earlier, it's kind of more comprehensive. But like I said, any DAW that you have, you will be able to accomplish what you're looking to accomplish within it. But for those of us who may not have the cash, there's alternate ways. Like I think I mentioned earlier, there's a crack for FL Studio.
This guy.
Floating out there. So yeah, do your Googles, do your searches, but be safe and be aware that when you take alternate routes to get maybe a product that you don't necessarily pay for, it may not be the same product as you would get if you were to pay for it. So just keep that in mind. If things are too expensive for you, there are ways for you to be able to experience the software without necessarily having to pay for it, although it may not be the complete software.
Since you keep bringing up getting programs cracked, tell them how FL Studios and other...
No comment.
Let's get it, folks. That's all the time we have today, man. I would like to give a special thanks to my brother, my partner, Chris, for being a part of the show today. Hopefully we helped you come to a conclusion on which program you want to start off with. You all have a wonderful evening. Until next time, family.
It's 2019, freeways for everything.